Oh.
Welcome back. It's Midnight in Salem again, and the music is very intense. Things are happening for sure. So, the last we left off, I need a lighter, and I don't have a lighter. I'm really hoping that I didn't like miss it somewhere.
We're not getting out that way. We have to find another way, quickly.
May, do you have a lighter? Oh, I can ask her. Have you been in this room before?
Have you ever been in this room before?
Yeah. I was here years ago. Jason. This is where we met after his dad said we couldn't hang out anymore. Until it got blocked off. It's a dead end. There's a wooden panel over there. Wasn't finished. 6 candles, a lantern, those AW symbols. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You remember all that detail from a room you could barely see?
Is that strange?
Good strange. Very few people are able to remember details like that, especially from so long ago.
I guess I never thought much about it.
A mystery for another time. What was that about a panel?
It made my scars. There's something about it. I couldn't figure it out.
That's cryptic.
May, do you have a lighter on you?
What, you smoke?
Yes,
Only
I
when
do
I'm
need
on
a
fire.
cigarette right now.
Of course.
Did you get this when you got your injury?
Not that hard to work that one out, I guess. I think it was Olivia's. I don't know why I took it. So I wouldn't forget, I guess. Like I could.
Seems like a good reason to hold on to it. And it has a cool design.
I am addicted to animal prints.
We all have our vices.
Let me guess yours. Chocolate milk?
You are feeling better.
It's not
Maybe
far
I'll
off.
tell you mine after we get out of here.
It's horse
Can you
shirts
just get us out of here?
and mom jeans. Okay, now we have a lighter, so we can light up the lantern.
Still
Hey!
works. Wonder how long it's been down here. Should
What's
try
this?
to light up this cavern as much as possible.
Oh, we can't
before I
possibly.
start tinkering with it.
We can't possibly tinker with things until we light all the mood lighting.
Yes.
There we go.
There. That's better.
So what's
Wow.
this?
It's beautiful. This must have been made by Abigail. Amazing how intricate she designed this.
Okay,
Got it.
wooden
Bet
feather.
This fits into the panel. I am just the shadow. Shadow of what?
So that says, I am just a shadow. Not the shadow. Nancy. Details.
Abigail Woodley's sign. Should look more closely.
Ah,
Aha!
what's this?
Not as elegant as my lockpicks, but
Metal
just as
object. Okay. So, there's a bunch of bricks.
Stuck. Can't move these by hand. Need some
Looks
kind
like
of
there's,
tool.
so there's AW here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. I think. So, okay, this says I am just a shadow. So I'm guessing this is one of those, like, you hold it up to the light kind of deals.
Something's different about
Yeah.
the note.
AW. X. Oh!
Looks
Okay, so there's three AW bricks, so does that mean that this middle upper one?
stuck.
This doesn't feel right.
I know, but what choice do we have?
No! You don't understand. I know this sounds strange, but the accident. Ever since it happened, I could feel bad things before they happen.
Like premonitions?
Yeah. My scar, it hurts. It hurt right before the tunnel collapsed, and it hurts now. Look, This isn't some ergot hallucination. I'm telling the truth. And I'm telling you that if you tamper with these bricks, we could be in danger, okay? Do you believe me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
believe you,
I
because if
believe
I
you.
choose the
I
wrong
just
one, I bet
mean,
the whole place will
I don't think it's
collapse.
premonitions. You have this amazing, maybe even photographic memory and a sharp mind. I think you just process warning signs faster than anyone else can.
And the pain?
I don't know. High sensitivity to air pressure, maybe?
I used to think I was cursed.
That I can't believe. But I will be careful with the wall.
Thanks for believing me.
Sure thing. Anyway, this
There's
one.
nothing. Whew,
Yeah!
the right one. Got it.
Uh,
This fits into the panel.
okay, so do we need
Let's see
more?
what happens if I try to put this back in the wooden panel. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, okay.
It fits.
Okay,
It's covered in a thick layer of dust. Should wipe it clean first.
dust it off. Gotta dust her off. Oh,
Yes.
swipe. Okay. Okay. So, what are we doing here? Are we trying to get this symmetrical? Well, that's not right. Okay. No. No. Try again. Try again. So this one. Oh! There we go. I did it. On purpose.
So there's something behind this panel. Just need to unlock it.
Well, luckily, get out of the basement. I have the key that I've been trying to find a place for it the entire game. Yay! Another secret passage.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go! Okay, so we found the will? What was
Deirdre!
happening there? Oh my god.
See, boys? You look
This went to the courthouse?
dirty.
What?
I'm fine. We need to see the judge. Now.
What?
Yeah, us too. We found the...
The will. No need to recap. Let's go.
I think there's a need to
Nancy,
recap. Oh,
Are you all right?
Deirdre, can you, Frank, and Joe wait in the hallway? Don't let anyone leave this office.
My pleasure.
Judge, we need to talk.
What is this?
It's urgent.
Yes, it looks like it. Is it a confession?
Maybe.
Judge, we've been here all night. I think it's time we retire.
You're not going anywhere. Perp.
she hasn't been here all
Excuse
night. She was chasing us in the tunnels.
It's become clear to us that Miss Cole has been the perpetrator of numerous crimes here in Salem, including attempted murder.
Murder.
Judge, please.
That's a very serious claim, Nancy.
And this is a serious case. People's lives hang in the balance.
This is very cute and all, but we have to do adult things now. So run along, everyone, before your PB&Js get cold.
I have proof.
PB&Js
And
aren't
it's
hot
all related
in
to the Hathorn
first
house,
place.
the future of which rests in your hands. So I think you should hear me out before you sign that paper.
That may be the
Alright.
craziest thing anyone has said in this
What?
game so far.
You can't be serious. Judge, this is clearly a half-brained attempt to delay what we have determined to be a sound judgment, that the Hathorn house should revert to the state.
We have spent most of this evening going over all possibilities for how to decide the rightful owner of this house. And you've been very adamant that the state should handle it. But if Nancy has any evidence to add, I'm willing to hear her out.
Unbelievable.
Okay, well, first of all,
Alicia has been poisoning Lauren Holt's water supply.
Poisoning. That's just too much.
After interviewing Lauren Holt and experiencing some negative side effects from drinking her water, I discovered that someone had been tainting her water supply with ergot.
Well, that would explain my client's erratic behavior over the past few weeks.
She lost her mother.
Months ago! And that woman wasn't her mother. Give me a break.
How do you know that ergot causes erratic behavior?
You said she was poisoned. Wouldn't that affect anyone's behavior? What exactly are you insinuating?
That you know how ergot affects its victims.
I'm not answering these questions. I happen to be well-versed in biology, all right? But any tidbit of knowledge I have, you'll just try to trap me with it. Use it against me.
which
I
is
don't
why
need
you
to
should
do that,
probably stop
because I
talking
found
now.
in your office a map of the
As the
Hathorn
lawyer,
house's water
Alicia,
system.
you should know this.
Yes. And did you also find the notice of demolition on my desk when you illegally broke into my office? Are you going to arrest her for breaking and entering?
Is what Nancy's saying true?
Of course, I have a map of the Hathorn house's water plans.
So you admit it. You were going to try to demolish Hathorn House.
I was providing my client, Lauren Holt, with that option, yes. The land is worth a lot of money, and I was doing my due diligence. Have you done yours?
I brought up the demolition with Lauren. She says you never discussed it. I am certain she will be happy to testify.
Which? She must have forgotten. Because of the poisoning you claim she's been affected by. That has to be it.
What about flooding the tunnels under Salem in the past hour? Would you know how to do that, Miss Cole?
I was here, Miss Drew.
Your coat looks pretty soaked. And muddy shoes.
Water is wet, and it's raining outside. Are you satisfied with the ridiculousness of this yet? How much longer are you gonna let this go on?
It all does seem circumstantial.
But I have more evidence.
Alicia was responsible for stealing AW evidence
She enlisted
from
your
office.
son.
This should be interesting.
I spoke with your son, Jason. He claims Alicia forced him.
Jason is a grown man. His actions are his own.
Alicia lent Jason her car. Then Jason broke into the evidence room and stole the files. I have proof on CCTV.
So, what it actually sounds like is that Jason took my car, stole the evidence, and somehow I'm to blame?
How did he have access to your car?
I gave him the keys. He runs errands for me all the time.
And how did he have access to the evidence room? Only you and the judge had the code.
Look here, on the wall. An access code. I wonder if it's for the evidence room. Probably. Apologies, Judge. But your carelessness is the reason this happened. In all probability, Jason heard that you left the door unlocked, and he just went and opened it.
I doubt that. He barely spends any time with me.
I found this in 10 seconds. You left it out for anyone to see. If he didn't know the door was unlocked, how hard would it have been to find your key?
Miss Cole, that's enough. Anything else, Miss Drew?
Yes.
Alicia was behind the theft of the Book of Apologies.
Also your
I've
son.
never been to Europe, okay?
How did you know it was in Europe?
I heard the judge talking to you about it.
I found plane tickets in Jason's car. He admitted to stealing the Book of Apologies on Alicia Cole's orders.
Orders? How did I order little Jason to do this, Nancy Drew?
Jason has financial problems. Right, Judge?
I don't really know. To be honest with you, I know he's always looking for money.
He's in debt. Badly. A fact Alicia uses to her advantage.
This is absurd.
How did he buy a first-class round-trip ticket to Salzburg when the crime occurred?
Because I pay him for doing errands for me. He could use his money however he feels fit. He's a big boy now.
I admit, I don't know how we could prove that Alicia...
Call the airline. You can use the plane ticket reference number. Call the airline. They should be able to check the payment. I bet you it was paid by Alicia Cole, credit card. There's no way Jason would have that much cash to buy a first-class ticket.
He obviously stole my credit card.
So, you admit that your card was used to make the purchase.
I didn't say that.
If the card is still active, I doubt that he stole it. The credit card company would have notified you for making a large purchase, and you would have canceled it.
How
Yeah, it's
large
pretty
is this
damning.
purchase?
Thousands of dollars, Judge.
Miss Cole, if this was a court of law and the police were asking for probable cause, I'd be hard-pressed not to allow it. Do you have anything to say?
I told him to get rid of those tickets. You know, Your Honor, your son is a real idiot. Truly, a world-class moron. He couldn't even follow simple instructions. I would have had better luck writing them in crayon. And this? Seriously? This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with? I went to law school. I have 3 degrees. And now I have an arsonist, 2 ghost hunters, a wannabe detective, and her assistant.
Hey! What? No!
Trying to screw up my plans.
All the people you pointed out are the reason you're going down.
No. The reason I am going down is that this stupid little town is stuck in the past. Oh, my great-great-great-great-grandmother was accused as a witch. I want repayment because I'm lazy. She loved me so much that I want this disgusting ruin of a house for free so I can run my luminous vegan tea grocery store. That is what pathetic looks like. A bunch of whining, moaning little people whose worldview is infinitesimally small.
Why, Alicia?
Yeah, that's my
Why?
question.
Because I wanted to do something for this town. I care about Salem more than all the Olivias and Tegans and Laurens combined. I care the most. We should have leveled that old house a long time ago and built new houses. With all that land, we could have a real community here. We could bring in new business that isn't completely reliant on stupid, scary stuff. I am talking about economic development on a level which Salem has never even seen.
And who would be the owner of these new houses?
Well, after knowing this case inside out, it wouldn't be hard for me to get the land out of the grasp of the state. After all I've done for this community, some recompense is in order.
So, you're saying you poisoned Lauren so you could build and own a housing complex.
Do you realize how much money is in real estate? And give me a break. I was just scaring her. I told you I know about biology. She was never in any real danger.
Alicia, I saw the ergot in the water valve. There is absolutely no way you could control the dosage that Lauren ingested. You could have done irreparable damage.
So what? I live here. I work here. I am a member of this community. This town needs me.
No, it doesn't.
I already have the papers, and I am taking them to the state office. And none of you are going to stop me. Because you can't prove anything. There's no legal heir to the Hathorn estate. And none of the evidence Detective Girl brought up will stick.
So you admit to all of it.
Yes. Now get out of my way.
The police are on their way. You can wait here for them to arrive.
This is unbelievable. I only wanted to make Salem.
This is highly disturbing. I am shocked. Very shocked at what has occurred here.
Shocked.
Miss Cole will be held accountable for her crimes. I will make sure of it. But as much as it pains me to admit, she is right. We do not have a legal heir.
Yes, we do.
We have the will.
According to the Book of Apologies and Francis Tuttle's will, Lauren Holt is the legal owner of the Hathorn House estate. The will makes it clear that Lauren is the sole inheritor of the estate, no one else. However, in the best interest of all parties, perhaps there could be a way to erect a memorial for the accused witches. That is something that you, Your Honor, would have to facilitate.
Of course. Okay. Well, what about the Hathorn House fire?
No one forgave me when I made a mistake. Break the cycle, right?
May had nothing to do with the fire,
You're sure? How do you know?
because I have a confession from the person who did.
Really?
Tegan Perry is responsible for the fire, but it was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. Tegan went looking for the will and accidentally knocked a candle over inside the house. The fire grew out of control. I questioned her myself. I believe her.
I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. Will Tegan give us the same testimony?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, the house is going to be demolished anyway. And while I wish I could give out punishment for withholding information, I suppose we can keep this at a misdemeanor level. Perhaps a fine, some community service. What a mess.
This has been a very tough time for everyone. I think the damage has been done.
Agreed. But
Judge, did you ever interview May? Get a statement from her? Anything on record?
well, not exactly.
So you just assumed she was guilty of the crime without even speaking with her?
A case needed to be built.
There was no case, because you never needed to make one. You thought she was guilty, and so you treated her accordingly.
Miss True, I ask that in this office you treat me with respect.
You deserve as much respect as I'm currently giving you, Judge.
Nancy, maybe we should...
You made this
No,
poor
she's
girl's
right.
life a living nightmare because of something she did when she was young. She was a kid, Your Honor. Her entire life molded and built and destroyed by an event she barely remembers. Can you imagine what that does to someone? Can you imagine what that does to her family? To her friends?
Well, that is a bit unfair.
You know, this town has a history of judges behaving without sound jurisprudence.
Oh.
And I would expect that after 300 years, you would be able to right that wrong.
You tell him, Nancy.
Perhaps. You have a point. But my concerns are not unfounded. You think Jason is a screw-up now? What would have happened if he had been friends with her?
He is friends with her, Judge.
What? How's that possible? I thought at least I would know.
A judge is supposed to judge people on their actions alone, not the people they call their friends. I just hope you remember that when you sentence Jason, because his crimes aren't imagined. They're real, and they deserve real punishment.
Well. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here, and next time we'll talk to everyone. And I'm guessing this is just gonna be a wrap up, because say goodbye. Yeah, I think next time we'll talk to everyone and get the final thoughts on this story. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of talking. Yeah, interesting. I don't really understand Alicia's motivation that much. Like, just wanting to build a housing complex. Like, surely there's other places where you could build a housing complex. I don't know. Whatever. Next time we'll do more stuff. Okay, bye-bye.